Welcome back. All right, so of the teams that had a chance to eliminate their foes tonight, Carolina was successful. We had 4 elimination games. Half the teams were successful, the other half not so much. But the Islanders did put up a fight. I did see a lot of posts after game 4 where the Islanders won of here comes the reverse sweep. That's it. And I thought, no. I understand Carolina's reputation in the playoffs, but they're pretty good in the first round. They're pretty good at getting out of the first round. And tonight was just another example of that. So it was Varlamov versus Anderson in this one. Good early back and forth. And then during a brief little press by Carolina, they score at 1 minute and 23 seconds. It's Teravainen burying one from the left circle. Jarvis and Slavin with the assists. Makes it 1-0 for Carolina. Canes then get a power play. They cycle. The Islanders clear it. And then on a rush coming into the zone, Svechnikov buries one. The power play goal from him. Jarvis and Burns with the assists at 3:13. So Jarvis had himself a game tonight. And that one goes off Bertuzzo's skate as well. Then there's a crossbar for Kotkaniemi. So it was very nearly 3-0 early in the game. McLean has a rush chance that's held. The Islanders come out of that with a power play, and they score on it. And so 41 seconds after it became 2-0, it becomes 2-1, meaning the crossbar and everything else, that's all in the 40 seconds in between. Very tightly packed game here. Riley off a face-off when he buries one. Barzal and Nelson with the assists. So, yeah, 2-1 game at that point, and it felt like this one could just go crazy. It settles down a bit after that, though. Shots are 7-2 for Carolina at 5 minutes. The Islanders draw another power play. There's an early cycle. It's cleared out. Things get pushy on a hold by Anderson. There's another clear that ends up ending that power play. The Islanders press at the half. Teravainen has a rush that's defended. Aho has a rush chance that's blocked. The Canes press after it's done. The Canes say they scored. There's no signal from the ref. The Isles player in that situation, though, had their hand on the puck in the crease. Easy for me to say. And so they give Kuznetsov the penalty shot. About 20 minutes later, so Kuznetsov starts at center ice, and over the next 15 minutes, he slowly meanders his way in, and then he scores. It's a penalty shot goal for Kuznetsov at 13:22. Makes it 3-1. Svechnikov then has a rush chance that's held. The Canes press with 3.5 minutes left, and they press again in the final minute. So it is 3-1 after the first period. It looks like the Islanders are just done. That being said, the second period, the Islanders changed the script a little bit. There's an early press by the Canes. Barzal then can't bury one in close. Barzal then had a rush chance that's held as Matthew Barzal showed up in this game. The Islanders press at 2.5 minutes. The shots are 3-1 New York, 3.5 minutes in, and at 3:47 on a rush, Brock Nelson scores. Palmieri and Pollock with the assists. So suddenly it's a 3-2 game. Game tightens up. Canes press at 5 minutes, but they're kept to the outside. Horvat has a rush chance that's saved. Palmieri has a blast that's kicked aside. Engvall to Lee, near miss on a rush, and then punching after Lee collides with Anderson on the rush. So he just fell down and collided with the goaltender, and then the Isles come out of that with a power play. So, yeah, but you can't collide with the goaltender and not expect the team to get mad about it. So there's an early clear, and then the Islanders set up. They cycle. Palmieri has a tip shot that's saved. Puck's cleared out, killed off by the Carolina Hurricanes. Stahl's then denied after that power play comes to an end. The Islanders clear. Canes press with 9 minutes left. The Canes have a 3-on-2 that gets defended. The Islanders press with 6.5 minutes left. The shots are 10-6 for the Islanders with 5 minutes left. Really, again, just a strong period of hockey for them. Svechnikov's denied on a rush. Dobson's denied on a turnover chance. The Isles press with 2 minutes left. And at 19:38 during that press, Cizikas buries one from the slot. Barzal and Pollock with the assists. It's a 3-3 tie, making the Carolina crowd a little bit nervous after 2 periods of play. So, we go to the third period. There's a good early back and forth. Shea has a net drive that's saved. The Islanders press are kept to the outside. There's a nice shoulder save on McLean. The teams trade turnovers. There's a press by the Islanders at 4 minutes. The Canes block, and it just felt like the Islanders had all this momentum. And then at 4:36, on a rush, Jack Drury buries one from the left circle. Shea and Natchez with the assists, and it just took the air out of the Islanders' tires. And if it didn't, 8 seconds later, the quick strike offense hits again for Carolina. It's Nason from Shea and Kuznetsov. So Kuznetsov with the penalty shot goal. He also has an assist. He's a big game player. It's just how that works. It's worked that way throughout his career. And the weird thing with that one was the puck takes a weird bounce. Varlamov's out of position because he's going out to play the puck. The puck bounces right out and Nason buries it. So you've got to watch those. But I mean, what's Varlamov going to do? It's a standard play. You come out to play the puck, and yeah, it ends up taking that Canes bounce. Canes press for another. There's more pressure by them at 6 minutes, and this is where things get really, really tough for the Islanders because, the Canes know they've got them. They're up by 2, and it's really tough to come back in Carolina when they're up by 2 goals. So there's a near miss for Slavin. There's Chance, or Raw, because I saw Roy Chance, and then it just threw my brain off. Raw chats to his players during the break. And you could see him just doing, one goal. He wanted one goal. Just like, and I understand what he's thinking here. It's just, okay, get a little bit of pressure. Get one goal. It's a one-goal game. And then you can go out there and then look for the tie. You need that one goal to get that little bit of hope, that little bit of energy in there. Shots are 4 apiece, 7.5 minutes left, or 7.5 minutes in, I should say. Lee can't bury one in close. But then we get a power play for the Islanders. So this is a prime opportunity for the Islanders to perhaps get closer. There's an early clear. Horvat has a shot that's blocked. That power play ends up being killed off. And really, really good penalty killing tonight from the Carolina Hurricanes in general. Although, yes, Riley's was a power play goal in the first period. But when they needed that power play, it worked. Pajot has a backhand that saved. The rebound's cleared. The shots are 8-6 for the Islanders with 7 minutes left. Drury has a rush chance that deflects out. The Canes press with 4 minutes left. The goalie pull happens with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left, and the Islanders call a timeout as well. The Canes with an icing with 2:20 left. Lee misses one wide. The Canes clear, and at 18:21, Seth Jarvis gets the empty netter to remove all doubt from this game and this series. The Carolina Hurricanes with a very convincing and impressive 6-3 victory. Carolina wins 4-1. Now, the question I have is, they're going to play the Rangers in the second round. The NHL, the last few years, it just seems that they don't let teams just wait around for each other. If both teams are available, they'll get that series going as soon as possible. My guess is that Game 1 will be on Saturday. That's my guess. Is even if it overlaps with other games that are going to be played in the first round, my guess is that Game 1 will be on Saturday. That is a day that the NHL likes to have games scheduled for. The shots on net show that Carolina dominated that first period, and then the Islanders fought their way back into this. 21-4 Carolina in the first, 11-9 Islanders in the second, 10-8 Islanders in the third. Final shots 38-25 for Carolina. Power plays, the Islanders 1 for 4. Carolina only had one power play, and they scored on it. Although the penalty shot by Kuznetsov, I think penalty shots should count as power play goals personally, because obviously it's a penalty that causes it, but that's just me. I guess then you'd have to make the power play 1 for 2 if he hadn't scored on the power. I get it, but still. Hits 23-14 Carolina. This was not a heavy-hitting game, and honestly, it wasn't really a nasty game either. Other series, we've seen things get really kind of ugly. Not this one. Varlamov saves 33 out of 37. I thought he was very good. Anderson, 22 saves on 25 shots. So I would think Patrick Roy sticks around for next year. We should see some changes to the New York Islanders next season. Obviously, Islander fans would like to see the team get younger, a little bit more mobility in their lineup. And we'll see what happens with Sorokin this summer, too, because Varlamov kind of outplayed him. So we'll see what happens there. But anyways, there you go. You guys are all caught up on this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.